Hey there, beautiful beings. How goes it? It's Sunday. Soothe your soul Sunday. Sharing sadness Sundays. So, especially when my kids are home. I don't want to be sad when my children are here. I want to go have fun with them. Yeah. And my poor girl. First one up. Mornings are the hardest. Hardest for me. But even just, say, oh, whatever, right? And then they tone, and then they just react off that tone. And it's hard to bring them back down. And I'm not upset, but it's what they tell themselves in their head that I'm upset or whatever. Or that they feel bad because they didn't mean to hurt me. And I know that they didn't mean to hurt me. And then they just... This is my little talking here. They get mad at me because my feelings are hurt. And that's been a lot through my life. And, oh, they say, I didn't mean to hurt you, and then they get mad at me because my feelings are hurt because they didn't mean to hurt me. They don't change their behavior, what they're doing. They just get mad at me, right? And then I'm supposed to know that they don't mean that, because they're not going to stop doing the things that hurt me. I just gotta get used to it. I'm so tired. I'm tired. Making fun of myself, laughing at myself. Then I don't take myself seriously. And, I know that everything's okay. And I feel bad, whatever, that I'm crying because I know everything is in divine and perfect order. But I'm still human here. I'm still a human with emotions, and I feel like people get disappointed in me for being human, for getting down, having feelings and emotions, feelings that can be hurt, being a little fragile. I've had to put on this tough thing my whole life to hide how very sensitive I was, because when I was sensitive about things, I got made fun of more for it. So I had to work really hard, right? Because, I was told, like, if they're not getting any reactions, they're gonna get bored, right? They're gonna stop making fun of you. That's what I'm trying to do within some, because I'm so good at making fun of myself too, and I just become the butt of all the jokes. I mean, just a little thing with my girl triggers off all of this. Because my children are not a reflection of me right now. Right now, my children are being a reflection of these other people, and the two biggest abusers towards me in my life, the ones that caused the most damage on me. And now that's what I'm seeing reflected still back at me in my home, in the tones, in the way that they talk, and then the way that they react and go off on just things. I mean, they sound like a bunch of old crotchety, old fuddy-duddies, right? Complain about everything. Nothing is ever good enough, and if, oh my goodness, you misunderstand them or you don't respond to them right away, all over you, but they ignore you like you're not even there. Heck, the buzzing fly and buzzing mosquito gets more attention than I do. And that's what's going on. It's not that reflection of me, it's like I've been erased from my children. Like, what's your favorite memory with your mom? Right, they can't even think of anything good with their mom anymore. We had lots of good times. Who I am really is being erased from them and is being replaced with somebody else's, because they want to be right. They want to show me what I don't know, because they got the infinite wisdom just because they're a little older. Crotchety old assholes is what they are, and that's what they choose to be, and they're happy being that. And no, don't let anybody point that out, because oh no, they had such hard lives. Oh, they've been through so much. Those poor victims. Those poor victims of me. Right? They've got everybody around them. I'm sitting here alone by myself. Who's the victims in this story, huh? Who's the ones doing what to who, right? What have you heard what's going on from me, right? I didn't even make the names. He gets upset. Blah, blah, blah. That defamation of character for them, but it's, right? No. You're doing that about my character. And then look at me, I'm getting so sad. When I look around, there's nobody here. And it's like, well, maybe it's the truth. That's why I need to get more firmer in knowing me. Because it's not true. But that's how much it really got me. For those who really know, right? A strong character here. I'm gonna be me no matter what, and then it just... That's all I can be. I can't be anything different, and now I don't feel like me anymore. It touch with me a little bit. That confidence that I had, but that was coming from the outside. It didn't come from within, because I had positive reflections. You know, I did feel love, and I know what it feels like to feel love. But then, was it that deep love or that superficial love, right? Was it for me, but what I could do for them? You know, I can't do as much as I used to, as I want to. I'm more alone than I've ever been in my whole life. This is the hardest thing I've ever been through in my whole life. There's nothing I wanted to be more in my whole life than a good mom. But what I can give to my kids, not about what I can get from them. And it's still, I want them with me to help them be the best human beings that they can be here and not hurt others. It's still not for me. It's for them and the rest of the world. Others got their own in there when it come in with that, thinking they know better. And mom, her whole life, literally studying to be the best mom that I can be. Looking at my kids, and it's their uniqueness. They're not all the same. I don't have this blanket stuff. There's some things, yeah, we gotta respect whatever, but not trying to make them conform to anything. Trying to get out the best they are, them, their individualities. Not conform them to be a mini me. I went too extreme too, because they're copying. Oh, you do your own thing. They gotta copy you and stuff too. But there's others that want them to be mini me's or whatever. They're hurting my children. They're undoing all the hard work we've done. And they're alienating my children from their mother. The more time they have away from me, the more alienated they become, the more they forget about me. Their mother, the more they think they don't even need their mother. What a horrible thing. That's child abuse right there. Children believing they don't even need their mother, or they don't need the other parent. Children need and deserve both their parents. Any way they can have them in their lives in a safe way. In a safe way. I love them so much. And it's horrible. This thought comes through my head that they're ruining my children. They're not ruining, they're beautiful beings. I love my children more than anything. I even haven't put spirit first too. That's a hard one, but I love them more. I love them the way spirit loves, right? I don't know. Oh, my neighbors don't hear me bawling like this. It's Sunday morning, this is the toughest. I know what gets me the most, and it's not her fault, but I only got one girl. Right? I don't have a great relationship with my mom, and growing up, I did. I was the one, only girl. That wasn't. That was the biggest problem, and I don't want my girl feeling that. I don't want my girl feeling that. Want any of my kids feeling that way. It's not fair to make a child feel ashamed of themselves in any way. And it was my mother, that's the one. Make me feel ashamed of myself. Made me feel like she was embarrassed by me. Yeah, there's conflicting, because then sometimes I'd hear her talk to others and, talking me up, and that's beautiful. Feeling good. And mom, she'd say, here, watch this video, this is how I see you, or whatever, but was she trying to mold and shape me because I didn't go the way she wanted me to go? Not talk down, I can't even count. Man, I'd be so rich if I had money for every time my mom says, oh, 3 boys, but 1 Chrissy. I mean, it wasn't even that bad. Wasn't even that bad. I was a good girl. Always try to be a good girl. I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I got into trouble when I didn't do anything wrong. So I think it's going to be even worse if I actually did that. So I just don't. I just try to be good. But I don't mean it to be like, because I'm better than anybody else. It's only to keep me from getting in trouble. It's not to be better than anybody. I ain't better than anybody. Even those ones that hurt me, I'm not even saying I'm better than them. Because it just hurt. I guess what was wrong with me? Why did they do that? Why did they keep doing it? Why don't they stop? Right? Are they just not going to stop until I'm in the ground, till I'm in a wheelchair? Right? Till I can't communicate anymore? And they'll come in acting like they're the big heroes or whatever, right? And abuse me some more. I don't want that. I don't want them in my life, please, okay? If I get discrepant, no. Those 2 people, they have no say in my life, okay? They don't know me at all. They don't know me at all. They just know what they want me to be, but that's not who I am, so they get angry about that. Or whatever it is. I don't know what's going on in them, but that's my little ramble for the Sunday. Thanks for listening. Gotta get it shifted. Now I gotta have it smoke early. I know I'm looking at the wrong place, but thanks for listening. Whew. I feel better. Thank you. Release. Let it go. Let them flow. Right? The waters, the seeds, because what you resist persists, right? Do that deep dive. See what is coming up with those tears. What is that wanting to be released? What is that wanting to be acknowledged? You see, because it started out with the little. Now my adult self's here going, yeah, see, I honored that little, and I'm here. I got you. Because we as the adults are responsible for this little now. Nobody else's fault, no matter what they've done. Hey, we're responsible for this little now. We're going to continue to abuse it. We're going to continue to make that feel hurt. Go, no, I'm right here. I've acknowledged your feelings, and that's okay. We're human, and that's all right. So we're going to feel. And we're going to let those flow. And hey, if we can help somebody else out there, then you know what? It's not in vain. It's not for nothing. No. Even if it just releases, even if it just helps to lift that weight off of you. But, I encourage you and invite you to share it, put it out there and see. Because it even makes more, right? 95% of healing is having your story witnessed without being judged or whatever. Or just getting it out, letting it hit the air and going, I'm not carrying that anymore, right? Let it go. Let it flow. Right? Lighten your load. Love yous. Thanks for listening. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you. Shining light through in everything you do, because this world really needs you. Helps me too. So thank you for shining your light. Thank you for all that love you share with me, and I'm sharing it right back at you. Always. Love you.